talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Well, it's time then for the clips of the midweek, a day later than usual because, well, basically we forgot yesterday.
We did.
Got a bit busy. So we'll have some fresh stuff for you next week, but this is a whole box of mini discs that surfaced when we...
No, fresh stuff tomorrow.
Oh, so yeah, fresh stuff tomorrow. But yeah, some old mini discs that were lying around in an office. It's like the lost tapes. So this is November 2006. We've not heard these clips.
No.
Since November 2006, the producer has given us some new intros, so off we go. We're looking forward to it as well. We start with, as we often have, with Mike Parry.
Words spill out of me like tea from a clipper rounding the horn.
And they continue because he's on Talk Radio 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock on Saturdays.
That's right. And sticking with Mr. Parry's somewhat tortured analogies.
They're living in a perpetual cauldron, okay?
In a goldfish bowl, Michael.
Well, more than that, in a microwave oven. That's where the England players are playing. That's where the heat comes from. You know, it is like a microwave oven, because in a microwave oven you can't see the heat, okay?
Yes.
But the heat is there. Well, that's like playing in England for an England international. You can't see the heat, but the heat is there. So it's the microwave oven effect that gets the England players and sometimes messes around with their brains. Mind you, if you're in a microwave oven, it would mess around with your brains, but you understand what I'm saying.
But don't you remember when he said Wayne Rooney would explode like a tomato?
Yeah, he said he'll burst onto the scene and explode like a tomato in a microwave oven. And a bloke phoned up and he said, I agree with you, Mike. Wayne Rooney will explode like a tomato in a microwave. So that was clearly, Mike ran with that. But he'd not thought about it before. Anyway. So this is John Gaunt discussing Top Gear with a caller.
Let me ask you a question. Why would you not watch it? Are you just not interested in cars, or...?
There's two reasons. I'm not interested in cars and I don't have a television.
Well, that's pretty good, really.
Not necessarily in that order. Yeah.
It's Graham Beecroft speaking for the nation alongside Alan Brazil.
I tell you what I went to last night. I went to, it was Freddie Fletcher's benefit night.
Oh, yes. Who's Freddie Fletcher?
Yes. Yeah, there we are. So,
wasn't he the bloke who was at Newcastle?
I think he was. I think he was. Anyway, this is the, maybe he meant Freddie Flintoff and he just got it wrong. This is the news now, discussing renowned super agent Pini Zahavi.
The FA last night urged FIFA to act against super agent Pina Zahavi.
Yeah, what about that?
I'm not saying anything. No. George Galloway now, introducing a caller.
Let me go to Ola in Bolton, and let's hear what she has to say. Ola, thanks for phoning talkSPORT.
It's not a she, George.
Thank you very much.
It's not a she. Because George would always say, we give priority to women callers, didn't he? And then he did that a few times with people, didn't he? Put them through and it was men. Here's a call at a drive with Rodney Marsh.
I mean, we went into a game against Villa with three midfield players that just can't tackle. And how he's expecting to get points out of games with these selections, I just don't know.
Yeah, but sorry, do you think all you Australians are a little bit fickle?
Oh, what?
All you Australians are a bit fickle, aren't you?
Hey, Rodney, you're way after Mark, buddy. I'm not an Australian.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Barnhurst in Kent.
Did you notice after Rodney had accused him of being Australian, he became more Australian rather than less Australian?
What part of Kent was it? The people go around with corks in their hats?
Yeah, look. Have you been to Barnhurst? They're like that. Yeah, look. No, look. It's like that all the time. So, what's next, Andy?
It's Andy Townsend and Mike Parry now talking music.
So when I was there, there was a purple one with purple leather. Right, being shipped out to the States. Prince. Someone rather famous. You've got it in one.
Gotta be. Purple Haze.
Well, not really, Mike. Prince is famous. Although he probably did a cover version of it purely because of the colour. And he was a good enough guitar player to pull it off. This is the one and only Lisa O'Sullivan with some sports news.
Dirk Kuyt's given Liverpool an injury scare. He lasted just 16 minutes of Europe's game against Bulgaria, limping off with an ankle injury.
Europe?
Representing Europe.
When do they have a team? Anyway, sticking with European football, here's Mr. Parry talking about the French national side.
The Makaleles, the Vieiras, the Henrys, the Trezeguets, the Lillian Thurmans of this world.
Lillian Thurman? Una Turan. So, co-host Andy Townsend did pick him up on it later, but of course Mike had an excuse lined up.
Don't you start trying to pick me up on minor issues where my tongue suddenly wraps around my esophagus.
That's not possible.
I'd love to see him do that. That would be a YouTube sensation. That would be up there with the
cinnamon.
With the cinnamon, wouldn't it? So there we are. That was 2006. How the world unfolded. We'll try and remember next Wednesday, and bring you some more classic clips of the midweek then.